They feasted at Magnolia Table, they've ridden the boats down the Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bears will put total leather and we'll get started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that cover and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. On the run, it's Stewart. Turning it on. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hokies.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Behind the big guys on the left. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got out of trouble and throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Skips away from pressure. Throwing on the run. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, That is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The OB hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On the option, he'll toss it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead.
When you go option down here on the goal line, the ball can be basically 3 places almost simultaneously. Very, very difficult play to stop in a 2-point situation, and the offense comes away with 2.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, a lot of space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Card in the backfield. It's Green. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And the Hokies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get more south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Catch in the middle. It's Heath. Wide open spaces. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Bennett.
The first down pass complete to the back. Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd down.
And the Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Drones. The safe ball on the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field. But how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Got it behind the line. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
The Hokies will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.